We're back with another review. This time we're doing a duo. We've got the Ring Faust and the Ring Honglu. Just from looking at this kit already, I am scared. Maybe. We'll see. There's potential for loss and potential for win here. Also, we've got a flashback to 5 unbreakable coins coming later. But yeah, let's stick with Faust for now. Okay, so this is based on Albina. So, yeah, you have her two forms, the Iron Maiden form and the flow state. Sure. So, I want to take a look at her skills like like this. And I'll get to the defenses. The three defenses. Kind of crazy. But yeah, let's take a look at her Iron Maiden, then her flow state, then we look at her defenses. Oh, actually, I suppose we can like make this extra line because this is kind of related. Okay, start with this. We've got Iron Maiden, gain clash power for X types of negative effects on target. Oh, that's nice. They're keeping the ring idea of getting powerful the more negative types there are. There's also gain final power for bleed because this is a bleed ID. If any of you didn't know, this is going to be a bleed ID. Oh, bleed charge, I should say, because there's going to be charge. Yep, they all gain final power for bleed. Something that's interesting is these two have gain clash power for every X types of negative effect on targets. Wow, English. While this one doesn't. This just has final power. Why did you turn green? Whatever. This is fine. Okay. Let's take a look at skills one by one. We've got another gluttony skill 1. Oh, I am having flashbacks. But yeah, this probably isn't going to roll too crazy. Maybe an 11 or 12. I'm going to go with 11. Actually, it might be 10 at this point because this is her. Just like do as much damage as possible. Not do as much damage as possible. That's this. But yeah. We've got Fascia Hungers. This is her envy skill, 3 coins. Honestly, I don't know how to predict power here. Should be decent. Corpus ingredient. Oh, I suppose we should see her charge. Her charge works. Okay, actually, if she's at certain corpus ingredients, she uses it to gain clash power and unbreakable coin. Fine. Bind. Interesting. So then we've got bleed, and then bind, and corpus ingredient. I don't remember if Albina had bind. Maybe not. We'll see. She has bleed count here, so she seems to be pretty good with count for a bleed ID at least. Then defense level down, inflict defense level down, gain defense level up. Yeah, this is a defensive form. I think this shows everything that we need to know about this form. Gain count. Okay, so the skill 1 doesn't gain count. Fine. I don't know what to think about that. The skill 3 gains count. And then skill 2 gains count, and then used here. Maybe. Okay, repressed flesh. This is like Albina's move. Gain final power. Do more damage for every X count ensued. That's fine. Glad it's final power, not clash power. Bleed. Her only infliction of bleed, like regular bleed, and then bleed count. This is where it hit. It hit in the 4th coin. I'm assuming this is gonna be pretty decent, because the original Reverse Flesh had like really high clash power. They just had to like lower it by the sinners hitting her. So yeah, bind. I guess they're doing bind. Damage down. Okay, fun. These are fun. These are fun. This is fun. But yeah. This doesn't gain. The only way to gain corpus ingredient with her skills is skill 2. Hypothetically, And then this. Okay, so this is not terrible. This is just inflict bind, bleed count, gain corpus ingredient on skill 2, and then defense level, some extras like defense level down, and this part of her kit wants as many types of negative effects as possible. Okay. Let's look at her flow state form now. Okay, so we still have the deal more damage for every X types of negative effects. Oh. Wait a second. This is a 1-to-1. Literally a 1-to-1. The only thing I can see them changing is this. This is the only thing that will change probably. The clash power. Probably just get more, and they probably make her faster. Fine. Yep, there it is again. Yep, this really is just a 1-to-1 thing. I almost said it. It is not 1-to-1. There is a slight difference. Aside from the clash power, which of course is probably going to be different. This is the same. And then, but there's gain haste, but this is the same. So I guess the only way to gain is for gain corpus count. This is her skill where she jumps up. Albino jumps up and gets her meal for fascia. But yeah, that's where she jumps up and does that. So, that's why she gains corpus ingredient only on that skill. Fine. Not terrified. I don't think she's going to be too high on charge. And then these two are a lot different. Of course, there's going to be an upscale with clash power here, like there always is, just like this one. This honestly might be less corpus ingredient count. We'll see. Let's go back to the red because I like that better. Deal more damage for every excess attack weight. So this gains attack weight. Fine. Okay. Final power for bleed. This part is the same. I meant this part is the same. Okay, and then we can convert to unbreakable coins. So that's just one. So these can't be broken. And then gain attack weight for every X corpus. How much attack weight is she going to gain, though? That is the question. Maybe like 2. I forgot how many enemies she hit in the trailer. Might have been 2. I mean, it might have been 3 total, so it might gain 2 attack weight. I don't know how much this is going to be. It might be like 7. They like to like the 7th number. I don't know why. Inflicts bleed, bind, gain haste. That's the difference. Slash power damage up. Is she all slash? She's in fact all slash. Yep, mono slash ID. And then deal more types of negative. Yep, we got that same thing going here. And then inflict bleed count. Okay, so she's very, from her skills, she's very, she likes dealing with, count. She's good with count. And then she's probably good with bind as well. So making enemies generally slower. You know, that's fine. I can accept that. Oh, it's taking longer than I thought. Okay, now let's take a look at the defense skills. So this is the only one that actually matches up with her first form, the Iron Maiden form. That's a clashable guard. I don't remember this. Okay, considering how new IDs are going, I mean, not new IDs, the ring clashes, this genuinely might be a 7-8. This genuinely might be like a 7-4. That's my prediction. That's my throw something out there prediction for the day. But yeah, inflict bleed count on the attacker. Okay, so she really likes inflicting bleed count. Wow, this will do good with Sanguine Desire. Inflicts pierce damage equal to bleed potency on X. What? This does damage? This clash does damage along with a wow. Wow, 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 wow. Times X, this is probably gonna be like 3. No, there's no way that's 3. That's gonna be 2 at most. Oh, I see some broken strategies with this. Once you like build it up to like 45, you start doing 90 damage if it's 2. Wild. Exhibition begins. Gain assist defense. What? Okay, this is going to be an insane duo from what I'm seeing so far. The assist defense already. Fine. Inflict, bind, gain haste. Okay, this is for her second form, so I guess she's a lot faster. Oh, and this is probably the assist defense, so you want to use that to get here. Fine. Assist defense, deal more damage for every X types of negative effects on the target. Gain coin power for every bleed on the target. Sure, because having an assist defense wasn't enough. Sure. This actually might be better than Malfast. For like Malfast and wow, this ID and the Hongo ID might be better for assist defense than Malfast, which is saying something. Scary. Scary times we live in. X Corpus ingredient consume up to what? You can consume this to make it even stronger? Oh my god. I'm scared. Okay, time to go to the passives page, I guess. We'll come back to this later. Actually, no, I want to keep that divided. Let's do that like this. There we go. Okay, time for the passives page. This one's gonna be her. I did not see that. I did not see that anywhere. It's probably in Honglu's. So these two are gonna be her thing. Sure. This is a good support passive. I don't know why you wouldn't have her on the field, but that's a good support passive if she doesn't inflict enough potency. Inflict bleed count instead. What? That's just a good passive. Support passive. Double the amount of speed, clash bar, and damage buffs gained from somatic frizzen. I'm not gonna try spelling that. I just know somatic means having to do with the body, non-gametes. So, somatic frizzen inspiring frizzen. Google save. Okay, so it's a French for shiver, a psychophysiological response to powerful stimuli. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, so yep, here we go. Iron Maiden versus Self Unbound Flow State. She's got the Albina passive here. This can't be that high, or else that's bleed count. She's just a bleed count merchant. Fun. So yeah, she inflicts a lot of that. Unique charge. This is her corpus ingredient she gets by jumping up and grabbing your kidneys. Interacting with normal charge. Oh, it loses count every turn, so you gotta keep grabbing that. Gotta keep grabbing those kidneys. Fun! Interacts the same way as normal charge. Affects research. Yep. So it goes to 20. So it's gonna be like at 10 plus do stuff. Aggro on her Iron Maiden. Protection, that's probably gonna be like 3. Yeah, I wanna say that's 3. Shield HP at most. Shield HP equal to X. What? What? Okay, that's gonna be like 10%. It's not gonna be anything crazy. Maybe 5 actually. Okay, and then this is just broken. We all remember that, right? Anyone who played Kanto 9, we all remember how annoying that was. Um, gain min and max speed, gain a new set of base skills, probably more clashing power, more final power, more power. Do more damage with base attack skills whose enemy's speed is slower than this unit. Oh man, she really gets fast because she just has to. I'm gonna say this is gonna be like 2. I forget what it was for Yi Sang with her the thing gain min and max speed with the Shin. Uh, here's our artwork fascia. Wait, what? I gotta read the passives later. Apply the following effects to units' base attack skills, clashable counter skills based on corpus ingredients potency. Potency? There's potency on this? Gah. Fun. X plus gain. Okay, this is gonna be like 2, 3, 4, 5, probably. Gain base power. Deal more damage with bleed. Inflict more potency and count and gain base power. That's pretty good. This is the Apprentice ID, by the way. This is not. We're not even at Honglu yet. Upon entering the encounter for the first time, gain the number of ring allies on the field times 2 corpus ingredient count. Why am I not surprised? Okay, so this is probably gonna be 2. Yeah, I can't see that being anything higher than 2. So she basically just gained. If it's her in Honglu, this is great solo potential. Her duo potential. Her in Honglu, they gain. She just gains 4 count automatically, hypothetically, if this is 2. Sorry, 2 count. And then if you put Yi Sang, that Yi Sang, not the index Yi Sang. We all know what Yi Sang I'm talking about. If the skill dealt HP or shield damage, gain corpus ingredient count. If the target skilled, sure, just gain as much count as possible. Fine. I guess it's probably gonna lose 1 count, maybe 2. We'll see. Gain corpus ingredient every over here. So maybe 2. Gain corpus ingredient uses consumes X confusion. Oh, so that's how you get potency. This is gonna be like 10. That's my guess. To Y or higher, gain artwork fascia. Aha. This is gonna be 2. Probably, I don't know. It might be 3, like W Corp Heathcliff. Base attack skills and clashable counters. Counter skills that gain charge count. This is for mirror dungeons, probably. Or, yeah, probably a mirror dungeon. Upon entering, gain Iron Maiden. Fine. Artwork fascia. That's how she does it. Oh, if she's staggered. Oh, if she gains artwork fascia, then she can unstagger, hypothetically. It's just incredibly hard to do that. Time it, probably. So yeah, once you want to raise this, and then we gain artwork fascia, then we unbound, and then she starts popping off. I feel pretty confident about knowing what this ID does. We're gonna get to this sometime in the future. But yeah, decent's not terrible. Let's go back to the skills page, do a quick recap of this ID. Okay. Looking back on a couple things, you want to get to the unbound. So you want to use the skill as many times to gain count, and to consume it, you can then use either one of these two. And you want ring IDs on the field. That goes without saying, because then you can consume more to get to her next state. Okay, let's put a big red line through this. For once, hold up, I don't like that. For once, the guard skill is not necessary. This is not a high shoe situation, which makes me think it's going to have a high base power, because she's tanky enough as it is. So why not make here more? Okay, so I think the idea is you can just use the bush or ribs whenever you want, or gluttony skill. So just use it when necessary. So I'm not going to be considering that right now. The goal is to use this skill as many times as possible, and then consume it by going back to here or to here. Wow, my lines are looking amazing today. Or to here, and then eventually, these two. Let's just put these two to the side. You can just use these whenever the situation calls for. These are just extra tools she has in her bucket. You can use it, but the main goal is to focus on doing this. And then once you get that artwork fascia, we cross the line. And we go into her unbound state. This is probably just building bleed count, so, like, again, this is just on its own. The skill is just on its own, use whenever you want it to. And then these two, again, you can use it to gain count. And then you can then go to the skill 3-2, and then absolutely destroy the enemy. And then after you consume it, unbreakable coins, we're good. And then you can always just have an evade on the side so that you can activate the assist defense. And you can really do this at any moment in time. Because this is corpus ingredient conditionals, so if you consume it, you get more buffs on artwork fascia. So you can really just go in any order you want. There's a lot of freedom in this ID. And yeah, I think that's it. Really, it's up to you to figure out the situation to use this. Especially with the guard and the evade, there's solo potential there. So yeah, figure out what you want to do. Decide. Try to consume as much count as possible to gain the artwork fascia to become significantly stronger. And yeah, that's Faust. Well, I don't know. Should we move on to Honglu right now? I mean, we could. You know what? Let's do it. Have some fun. Fun for maybe not so fun for me. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this real quick, and then I'm just gonna section the skill off. We'll see why in a moment. So for both IDs, we have skill 1-2, skill 2-2, and a skill 3-2. That's usually a good sign of a good ID. Oh, and we have 2 defenses. And we can just gain assist defense right off the bat. That's fun. I'm getting ahead of myself. This time he has pride. Pride, envy, lust. Not gluttony, envy, lust. That's fine. Let's look at the skills. Anatomize. I think we all remember anatomize. Anyways, do more damage for every X types of negative effects. I'm just gonna do that in green for every single time it appears in the kit. Whoa. Oh yeah. Welcome back, 5 unbreakable coins. I mean, it's not 9 unbreakable coins, but it's 5 unbreakable coins. And it doesn't take 10 years to get this as well. I don't know. These Nursefathers really like charge. Okay, let's see. Bleed, bleed count. Oh, hey, look at that. I guess this is just a thing now. The inflict defense level down, defense level up. Oh, yeah. I think he's being tanky like Faust. Um. Yep. We have gain corpus ingredients like Faust. Yep. So we're gonna wanna do this. Whoa! 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 Wait! 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 Are we seeing this? We don't just get more damage. We get another skill. Oh my! Why did I say that like that? But yeah, no. Then we go to this one. Fantastic. Just this is a fantastic thing. But yeah, we're still gonna keep ignoring that. Bleed, Corpus Theater, heal SP on self, deal SP damage. Wow, fantastic. And then we have yet again we have more damage for every next negative types of effect. This is very good. Oh, and that's how we consume it. We consume it. Okay, because then so your goal is to optimize it as much as possible to have slightly lower than the X so that when you gain corpus ingredient count, you can go here and then consume it and then deal as much damage as possible. Or no, does it just... Oh no, it just consumes it. Okay, so never mind. You don't want less than that. You want to be above the X value so you don't waste the count on that. Just be smart about it. So maybe reusing this over and over again is not the best idea. Here it is, the somatic prison-inducing melody. We'll get to that later. Deal more damage for every excess attack weight beyond the number of actual targets. This is 3. The attack weight is 3, I'm pretty sure. So that's probably 2. Or maybe 1, we'll see. Loving this icon, by the way. Okay, bleed count, bleed, bind, haste. Okay, this is basically the same thing as repressed flesh, but not the first one, the second one. I forget the name. But yeah, deal more damage for every X corpus ingredient consumed. Fine. You can gain more attack weight. So fun. So yeah, you can gain more attack weight. That's fantastic. Up to 3. Convert all skills. Okay, then that becomes unbreakable. And then we get 5 unbreakable coins after. I don't know how it decides to go here. Probably has to do with the passive page when we get there. Gain final power for bleed. Consume up. That's very simple. Basically, just you can take this and then go here again. Because then corpus ingredient consumed, final power for bleed, deal more damage for excess attack weight. Just a lot of damage multipliers, you know? I think I actually like the green. What do you think, y'all? Deal more damage for every X attack weight. Okay, this is 4 max, I remember. Yep, this is good. That's what he was doing. That's what he was doing in the trailer. It was, giving... Thank you. Giving stuff. Okay. Corpus ingredient, gain attack weight. As expected. Count consumed. Okay. So you actually do want to consume count for this. Final power. So just more damage. Basically more damage. These two skills are more damage for attack weight, corpus ingredient consumed, and bleed. Alright, and this is very simple. This is just assisting defense. Bind, haste. Very simple. Same thing as Albina's. And then we, Faust, wow. And then deal more damage for every negative attack on the target. I missed that earlier. And coin power for bleed. Fun. And then, yeah, this is almost identical to Faust. So let's just clear this page. We will get to this at some point. Okay, let's move on to the passives page, and then we'll see. We'll see what the skill does. Okay, we've got the same thing. We can just ignore corpus ingredient for now. Viewing the tableau. If she's on the field, gain protection. It might be 7, to be honest, because that's what it was. It might be less. We'll see. Corpus Theater. This is what he gains after his skill 3-2. And after his skill 2-2. I should have highlighted that. It's fine. Gains bleed from enemy attack skills. Randomly gain any of the attack. What? Oh, because it's going to be inflicted. Fine. Bleed potency, bond, and defense power down. That's what they're really focusing on. These three. Bleed potency, bond, and defense power down. That's what they're mainly doing. That's what Faust, Hong Lu are doing with their skills. Well, the bleed count isn't here, but whatever. X the following. I have a feeling this might be 4 or 7. Who knows? I like the number 7. Yeah, and then probably lose 1 or 2 stacks. Oh, so it's like death rates almost, kind of. That's for comparison. Okay, are we seeing this? There's 5. So this is going to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And after we get here, it's going to be absolutely amazing power-wise. So yeah, flick more bleed potency and count. You can deal more damage, gain mass power, gain base power. This is almost identical to Faust. But yeah, just make it more. And then this, we inflict the ring IDs. Yeah, it's just it's just better. I don't know any way else to explain it. And then I have a feeling these will be the things, so that's fine. Give me a second to think. Um, okay. After thinking for a little bit, I've decided, yeah, yep, this is where we get it. How we love the flesh and blood. Basically, what he's gonna do is gonna do really low damage to Faust. Probably he might do that little light thing in the trailer, and then eventually it should do damage. It should boost the skill. That's only if they have his stuff, and then gain slash damage up. Yep, that's fine. Yep, that's a good passive. And then yeah, that should not the best of passive, but like why would you have it? Okay, let's look at this. Corpus ingredients like Faust. And yep, this is the same thing as Faust. We can skip this. Gain the corpus ingredients. Oh, this is new. Oh wait, no, this is the exact same thing. It's just without the Iron Maiden gimmick thing. Wow, my lines are really on today. Yep, gain charge count. Yep, this is basically mirror dungeons, probably. Doing the tableau. What does that do? Protection. Yep. Yep. Lose. Whoa. 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 Don't do that. So you lose it really quickly. It's just a way to build up SP safely. This is an SP builder. Viewing the tableau. Replace one of its skills with closing time. Art installation 1. So once you're done with that, get rid of that as soon as possible, and then you can use it. It's all about strategizing with these two IDs, when to use skills and not, because then you can use empowered skills, but also you lose the protection. Replaced. Oh. I don't understand how this happens. I'll look at it later. I'll figure it out sometime in the future. And then yep. Then you can just recover from stagger. He's probably going to have 2 stagger bars. And then he's just going to be able to recover from stagger. Nice. Go back to the skill page. Yep. No, this makes sense now. Okay, let's draw a line. Almost. Okay, so the goal is, once you start ramping up, you can gain corpus ingredient count like so by looping this skill, because why not? And then after looping the skill, you can go to this, and then after we eventually gain, again, this is just here. This skill is just here for the sake of being here. And this thing is off to the side as well. And you can really use whenever you want. Just make sure you're not using too much assist defense. It's very good for solos though. And then hopefully, if you have enough negative effects, you can go here, inflict corpus theater, do more damage, and then you can go from here to wherever you want. But ideally, you want to go back here, and then it can, after you have enough charge, turn into closing time. And with 5 unbreakable coins, do as much damage as possible. I think that makes sense. And then this is a pairing skill, so it's again off to the side. And yeah. Again, so much stuff you can do here. This, just the assist defense factor, is quite nice. Overall, we got 2 really good, great IDs. The only thing I'm concerned about is this might accidentally kill them if you can't clash with the skill that's not being clashed with. Fine. That's why he has the unstagger. They both have the unstagger thing. But yeah, that's basically the kit overview for both of them. Get as much bleed as possible, get as much negative target effects with the ring idea. Corpus ingredient to manage that, and then manage how you use your skills and when you get artwork tibia and artwork fascia. Alright, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.